Okay. Just making sure that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live. Apologies for being just a little bit late, but I am here. Just had to deal with some technical issues. But I am here. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I'm your host, and this is a place where we love South African football. We love African football, and we love, every now and then, we love European football. Now, this is a special day because on special days like these, I get to love South African and African football because Orlando Pirates taking on Stade d'Abidjan in the Champions League in their group, of course. And then, it is Pirates' next game after having quite a good performance versus Ahly. And they win versus CRB. So Pirates currently sitting on 4 points. It's looking good. It's looking good for the Paganias so far in the Champions League. They're making their return after a little bit of time outside of the Champions League. Now, if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Banyana, Bafana are playing, we are going to be here. So that means that I will be here tomorrow for the Sundowns game, and I will be here Monday for the Chiefs game. Theo says, where are we watching the game? I'm watching the game on Supersport. I believe it's channel 209. The remote is somewhere here. That's where I'm watching it. I'm watching it on Supersport, but it is available on SABC One as well. And if you want to watch it for free, man, sabcsports.com, SABC Sport Facebook page, SABC Plus, the app, if you want to watch it there. And if you are a paying subscriber of DSTV, you can watch it on DSTV stream. And also, I believe, I'm not sure, Showmax Premier League, it will be there. Pirates versus Stade Abidjan. So, Orlando Pirates, of course, number 2 in the league. 8 games played, 7 wins, no draws, 1 loss. They've scored 13 goals. They've only conceded 3. And they've got 21 points. And they draw with Mamelodi Sundowns, who have just scored a couple more goals. And the goal difference really is what's making them number 2. Then you have Stade d'Abidjan, who are number 6 in their league. 10 games played, 6 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses, 9 goals scored, 10 goals conceded for 19 points. So they've had a pretty tough time. This Stade d'Abidjan team, man, they've had a pretty tough time. In the last 5 games, they have 3 losses, a draw, and a win. Last time out, they played CRB Louis, that team khanye, lost 1-0. Before that, on the 1st of December, they played Boake in their league. They lost 2-0. Whereas Orlando Pirates has 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their 5 games, the last 5 games. Last time out was a 0-0 draw versus Ahly here at home. And then they lost to Stellenbosch on the 1st of December. The starting lineups are Chain in goal, Sasan SBC, Marco, Van Rooyen. You have Makaula Mbata, Hotom Fukeng Nkota, and Umahopa. Then, of course, for Stade d'Abidjan, you have Bamba, Kwaku, Traore, Meite, Guei, Konyate, Aka, Niampa, Asale, Kone, and Kore. That is the starting lineup for Stade Abidjan. They came second last year in their league, so they're not an easy team, I guess, within their league. They're in the Ivory Coast. But yeah, let's see what happens as they go along. Okay. 209. A game with no fans. Hashem. You know, something that I say all the time when we speak about Africa. How much do we really know about Africa? Because we have such high, we want such high standards for our teams. And maybe fans going to go watch is a problem all across Africa. You know, nice Stade Abidjan has no one there. It's the reserves basically. So maybe it's a big thing. It's the same when we speak about our league being a farmers league or a team dominating. Most of the leagues in Africa are like that. So hey, maybe this thing is an African thing. Maybe Tate Motsepe man should run for that second term, get that second term, and try fix this for everybody. Hopefully things like the African Club Association, where Jessica Mtaung is the deputy chairperson, can come in and change a little bit of there we go. change some of that for the clubs. Oh, way. Who's that? Oh, Makaula. Ubhekana nepalo lishale.
Hawa bafana man. Awwa.
But thank you in the group. Someone is busy asking Nama VPN. Ay man, you got Nama VPN man. SABC's got you. The Makola or chance. I thought Mabasa Mahupambata Musele all play Stade Abidjan. I know that Musele is back, but I don't know if he's ready to play fully, if he has enough match fitness. He's also not on the bench. On the bench, you have Buthelezi Maela Munyane, Tim Dlamini, Rasebocha, Gilberto Kimvuudi, and Mabasa. That is what you have on the Pirates bench right now. So Umusele is still has just gotten back to training, so I doubt you're going to see him anytime soon. Oh, Natandu pasa, man. Natandu pasa. Someone shoot the ball. 7 minutes in, guys. My timer is about 20 seconds behind, so forgive me there, but 20 seconds behind. We will fix it at halftime. At halftime, remember, you'll be able to jump in and we can have conversations about whatever we're seeing and analyze the game together. So I'll let in 5 people. If we can get to 25K likes, then I'll leave it open and everybody will be able to jump in the second half and we can speak about, I'll give everybody a minute or two to come in and tell me exactly what they're thinking. We're still persisting. The Pirates are still persisting with Mahopa, playing with Nkota, and playing with Mfukeng. But it does seem like Mfukeng has taken up that wider role. It seems like Uhoto is going to form more of sort of a midfield 5. Let me see. Sesanas BC, Marco van Rooyen. Yeah, okay, a 5 and maybe a 3 in the midfield with Hoto. Is not pushing as high as normal. So that's going to be interesting. I want to see what's going to happen with excuse me. I want to see what's going to happen with Umbata Nomakaula there in the center. I think not having an extra person like Utito there does allow a little bit of space, and maybe we'll see Mahopa do a little bit better in that role of dropping back and playing the target man. And maybe setting up a couple of goals for those guys. Will Pirates do it? I don't know. Come on, Pirates, whenever they play it long, they score. Right? Whenever they play it long, they score, but then they come close, they create chances because of the player that they have on the pitch. But if Mahopa is going to be lining up on the wing, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Because you're taking away that height, you're taking away the advantage that he has over some of these players. I still don't understand it. So 9 short lineup like that. I thought Mabasa. Oh, did it? Hey, I hope I'm not wrong. No, it's not me. Is it summer or winter in Ivory Coast? I believe it's winter, but they're closer to the equator, so I don't think their winter hits like ours. Mara, it's humid and it's hot as far as we can see, apparently. There we go. There we go. Win the second ball. OT, do you think Orlando Pirates should play relay in Egypt, given that they like to play aggressively at home? Well, it depends what Pirates is going to go do there. You know, I think this game might be very exciting for that reason. If they win this game, for example, and they know that they've got points in the bag, you might go out and maybe want to test yourselves versus Ahly away. You know they're going to be more aggressive, and I think more aggressive teams actually help Pirates. If they're actually trying to go for that win, that's going to open up a lot more chances for Pirates to win that game than if they're also cautious. So they're one pass away. They're one step away. Like they're one step too slow. 209, guys, 209 or SABC 1. If you want to stream it, sabcsports.com, SABC Sport Facebook page, I believe SABC Plus. That is where you can watch it if you want to stream it for no money. You can also get the SABC Plus app, and that is also free. You just have to register and then you'll be able to watch this game, I believe. 10 minutes in, it's been quiet. It's been quiet. Where is Tito? Prasipo? I don't know, Prasipo. What's happening with the Tito? Even prior to these games, you could see that, man, he's being played less. But I believe the rumor is that it was an injury, that he was carrying a little bit of a niggle there. But I can't confirm or deny that. All I can say is that he's not in the team at all for this game. Hey, yeah. Ow. Hey, Ukore, man, has got something, eh? Mara Mr. Rev. Okay, I guess he dragged his shoulder. But the way that he took Sesane for a ride there. Lebza says, ref is not protecting Pirates players here. They'll get injured. Ke Afrika, Lebza, ke Afrika. But to be fair, I think a lot of those challenges there were 50-50s. I don't think the Paris players were in control of the ball in that case, but then the Ivory Coast guys were winning those balls. They were winning those balls. So, I don't know. Oh, Hoto's on the right-hand side now. So Hoto ke free roll all over the pitch, basically. Ke all saver on all sides. Very interesting. Pirates will buy Kore. Sipo says something is wrong with Tito because he's suspended for PSL, not CAF. Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is, but there was a story that maybe he was injured. He was carrying an injury. So, hey, Pirates fans, you'll just have to let me know. 12 minutes in, let's see what's going to happen. Oh, wow, you can't leave Mfukeng like that. This defense, yes, Abidjan, this defense is not coordinated. They're not coordinated and they're afraid to take the first step. So if you can put Mfukeng more into these type of situations, actually Mfukeng and Nkota, maybe if Mahupa can try drag one of the center backs or keep them busy, it seems like they're content with defending all the way down into their line. And if Pirates, like I've been saying since the beginning of the game, Pirates is one more pass away. Look. They're one more pass away from causing problems. Mara, guys. Oh, guys, talk.
Wa bafana man. Oh, what?
No, guys. Pirates. Team. There's no one defensively. What was that?
It's Campi, nada. It's Campi. Nada para nada. It's Campi.
Look. The stats do say that Stade Abidjan, even in their league, they've conceded more goals than they've scored. They're on a -1 goal difference. So this is a team that concedes goals, right? In their last 3 games, they've lost 1-0 to CRB, they lost 2-0 to Boake, they lost 4-2 to Ahly. So I think there is a chance for Pirates to take advantage of these guys. Maybe it's a matter of having somebody, I don't know, maybe having somebody like a sleeper who's just waiting for those broken balls. Because look at them. It was a 4 at some point, now it's a 3. But they don't know who to track. So every time Pirates crosses into their final third, their attacking third, you can tell that there's a little bit of confusion there. So Pirates mustn't also confuse themselves, Nabo. Don't all be standing deep, man. Oh. No, I'm not deep. Where's the ball gonna go? This is a scrappy game. It's a scrappy game. Saleng, guy, come back for one game and leave again. Aritz or coach or ring. Hoto tried to curl it in there. He feels himself now. He tried to curl it like the lines on his head there. Okay, let me see. This team is not Big Show. That was a goal. How did Mahal miss that one? It's Pirates game to lose. Easy 3 points for Pirates. Most says Mlanta. How did CRP only score 1 here? We might be asking the same question, Lerato, after this game. Or how can Pirates leave this game without scoring 4? Look, even Machupa's having fun. Don't get too sexy with it. Give it to Van Rooyen so he can shoot, man. Oh, okay. Give it to Van Rooyen so he can shoot, man. You don't have to run inside with this team. They already defend way too deep inside their box. Just allow somebody to be at the top of the box and shoot or do something. Pirates is the Machuba sexy with a team like Killing So. I'm actually getting more convinced that the PSL is one of the best leagues in Africa. You know what the truth is, Musa? It's the truth that we always speak about on the show. I think Africa, no, actually, all of the leagues in the world, there's only X amount of dangerous teams. And those teams are usually miles ahead of everybody else. So in England, I guess they're luckier. Their top 4 is competitive. So their top 4 is then quite a distance from everybody else when it comes to like points, for example. You look at France, it's your PSGs that win the league every year. You look at Spain, it's Barcelona, it's Real Madrid, it's whatever. So I think what happens is with the CAF Champions League, in the group stages, you tend to see the guys that got there, and don't take this the wrong way, but as guys that got here by luck, they got here, they're having that one hot season. And when they get into these places, you start meeting the big boys of Africa. That's why I always say the last 8 of the Champions League is always the similar teams. It's always similar teams. It's always your ES Tunis. It's always your Ahly. It's always your Mazembes usually get there. It's always your Sundowns. It's always similar teams. Similar teams. It gets even worse when you get towards the final. So I don't know if this means that the PSL is stronger. All I know is that Orlando Pirates is what we consider to be the second best team in the league. It doesn't mean that Golden Arrows is all of a sudden better than some of these African teams elsewhere. I mean, this is the sixth place team in Ivory Coast. It started the Abidjan. This game needs Dlamini and Mabasa, says Lerato. Where can hi guys. The coming back of Paseka destabilized the team. He plays well, but made Hoto to be lost. And they've given him, man, I don't understand the Hoto free role. Look, I guess it's nice to have a player on the pitch that should you need to go down to a back 5, let's say Gunzima, you can bring Beku Hoto and play a back 5, right? And then also going forward, you have a player that can play attack. Mara, sometimes in some of their sets, when they're going forward or when they're defending, you can feel as though there's a player short, Kawani Hoto, or he's rotated into a different position. So it's interesting. I don't think it's going to hurt them in this game, but there will be games where your advantage of Hoto being a Swiss Army knife is not gonna help anywhere here. Hey, Paris Bailoile. How did they qualify their 6th place? They finished second last year. So I imagine what's happening to them is that they're also suffering the Champions League thing. That the travel, the fatigue, all of that stuff, I think it might be catching them. You know what happens to other teams when they play in the Champions League. I mean, you've seen it with Abus Kukune, we've seen it with Abus Supersport, how they drop in form. So I think it might just be that for them. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they qualified. Okay, guys, my timer is about 20 seconds behind. So currently we're going to the 21st minute. Pirates is meant to kill these guys, man. What if Saleng was here? This is a Saleng game. Defense Mailahlile. Don't be too sexy. Shoot the ball. Hey, man. Just because you're playing against a lesser team or a poorer team on the day, you can't be, man. As the Pirates is wasting time, man. And then chigi, you wake up and it's 1-0. It's a 1-0 loss, and you don't know where it came from. Aye, man. I will see Pirates regretting all these missed opportunities. No, Katlego, but that's a real thing. I agree with you. That's a real thing. The football gods, as we call them, they don't like it when you're not scoring. They don't like it. When they give you chances and you don't take them, they don't like it at all. Pirates got the weakest group, ne? Agent. Yeah, Tlogelang Pirates, man. It's the first time in a long time that they're in the Champions League. Champions League, not Confed, please, before people tell me about that. Guys, what is with Pirates? Look, they're even fighting themselves. Guys, the Pirates is I just want to take a look at the table quickly. As it stands right now, Pirates would be number one. 3 games played, 1 win, 2 draws, 5 points. Ahly would be number one. Obviously, 2 games played, 1 win, 1 draw, 4 points. Stade, 1 win, 1 loss for 3 points. And then Stade, they've got 2 losses and a draw to their name. Pirates sound extra pass. Yeah, they're trying too much. They're trying too much. Mara, you know that thing where you get to these games and when you see that your opponent is lesser than you, you start treating it like it's a training game. Look at how many people they've committed forward. Look at how many people they've committed forward. Pirates. This team, as bad as they are defensively, I think they really just want to score on a counter. Look at them walking. If Pirates loses to the team. If Pirates loses to the team. How about tomorrow? Guys. Let's be honest. How about tomorrow? Yeah, Paris couldn't survive in that Sundowns group. Simple thing, man. Shoot. Mesa, how you doing? How you doing? Mesa, Lerato says seems like a preliminary rounds game. They're not taking it seriously. Oh, Marco, yellow card. They're not taking it seriously. Oh, no need. Marco, he's going to be taken out. Hot is going to be moved back to left back. And then we're going to see Tim come in at some point here. Tim or Dlamini. Okay, let me say Dlamini and be more positive. Paris really needs to look out for a sucker punch here. Mahupa needs to steal a ball. Just steal a ball. Yeah, press them. Maybe they lack confidence, maybe. Tsego, welcome. Even Shiva could have scored here already. It might end up like the Stellies games as taps. Actually, they're looking to do similar things. Get forward, Pirates, man. Stop wasting time in the middle. Oh, there's the ball to Talente. Talente was right there. Stop going to the box. You don't need to go directly into the box. Do you know how much space is in there? Like right in front of that defense? Like at the top of the box, there's so much space. Talento was running alone there. But why is Pirates trying to be Hollywood right now? They don't need to be Hollywood right now. We don't need Hollywood. Heaven. Oh, guys, tap the screen, please tap the screen. I want 60,000, guys. Can I please get 60,000 likes? It helps make it more visible within the live algorithm and all of that stuff. So please, can I get 60,000 likes and a kupari gift, guys? Kupari gift. Link support man this whole time. Kupari gift, please. Look at that. Look at that. Mara Pirate.
Iskampi ngade, iskampi ngade phela ngade, iskampi. Wabafana man. What?
Ay, Elsin Tabi. Ay, Pirates. It's a one. And then but for one goal and it'll be crazy. One goal and it'll be crazy. Rita Makal.
It's not make sure.
It's not make sure this thing, man. It's not make sure. And they have an incredible pitch. Shame. They have an incredible pitch. They don't have the fan base, not to fill it out, but they have a very nice pitch. They just want one counter attack. Yeah, that's all they need. You don't need to sweat, guys. Africa. You don't need to sweat for Africa. In fact, guys, there's no one, Vele. Like, there's no one. Like, you know how our fans hide behind the camera? There's no one there. Hey, man. Like this. That's a foul throw. Do we not call foul throws anymore? Why is Van Rooyen coming into the center of the pitch? Yeah, Pirates. Laban Mamba corner. Oh, Marco. Oh, Marco's not up to speed, guys. Marco's not up to speed. Laban Mamba corner, Pirates. Look, now you're even giving them confidence. Now they're knocking it around. Look at how easily Paris is giving it away. On top of. Mona.
Kibona kotsi. I see the 40.
Kibona kotsi, man. Kibona kotsi. More than 57 fans can need like literally. Yo! That white shot where they show the. The 21 fans. Van Rooyen likes leaving his partner, which will cost us. There we go. Hey, badale umsebenzi, man. How me idla, hayi ngisuthi.
Wabafana man.
What's wrong with Pirates? What's wrong with Pirates, guys? This team is committing 5 players up front. No, they're waiting for the counter. I think the only hope they have is to win the ball up high and then play it. They almost try put Pirates in a 2-man defense. So if Van Rooyen sleeps and Marco, obviously now it's got a yellow card, he can't be as active. I think they're trying to do that. So Pirates, as much as this team, I don't see a team here. Like, I don't see a dangerous team here or anything team here. As much as Pirates should be dominating this game, I was going to say the African games usually play out like this. The team that is doing the most, that is playing the ball, that is doing all that stuff, that is trying too hard to look flashy and whatever, they're usually the team that loses in Africa. In Africa, the team that has more of the ball and more of the whatever is the one that loses. And Makala, 67 minutes. Out of the blue. And then you don't know. But also, I feel like Pirates is not in this game. Like, I feel like Pirates is taking this game lightly. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like that first game. What is that team? Dolphins. What is that team you guys played to qualify here? That first game where it was 0-0 and then you guys handled business when they came back for the second leg. It was, what was it? Disciples. Remember the first game versus Disciples when we were all looking at Pirates like, oh, Mara Pirates. Why are you guys taking it so easy? I think they're taking it easy, man. They're taking it easy. And I'm seeing the comment from Tabs. If Stade scores, they're going, they're going to park the bus. Double decker. 10 men behind the ball. I'm even worried about Pirates allowing this team to gain confidence. Hey, we don't know. I don't want to say anything about that. Hey, we should at least be up 3-0 by now, says Ututu. Toro says Pirates should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals by now. This is not good. Are they taking a break? Yeah. I think I'm not worried about the chances that they've missed. Yeah, it is a big worry. The biggest worry of this game is that the Pirates, man, they seem... Man, they're not in the game. They're not playing this game. They're just there. It's like they're honoring the fixture because there's no urgency. Defense, there's no one in this defense, man. You see, that's the Ugupu Velile. We wanted a chance ga hoto. That's what Makupa needs to do more of. Wall pass, target man. Young niggas, I put it down for you, you score. Zakele would do a lot, actually. I would. This is a Saleng game. This is a Saleng game for me. It's a Saleng game, to be honest with you. Saleng has the mfuto. Unfortunately, though, he's not here. Hey, but also, how long can this Stade Abidjan team hold on for? It's only been Pirates' wastefulness, really. I hope Jose shouts some sense into these boys. We need that number 1 spot. Tab says Tim and Lamini should come in. What channel are you watching? 209. And then it's also on SABC 1. Relay is making things difficult for us, says Tabang. Tutu says, yeah, Saleng drags them along if he has to, but yeah, he's sick. See? Yeah, look, I think what's happening here is maybe if Makupa wasn't on the pitch and they were playing, or Makupa was on the pitch, but they were playing that football. There was a game that Pirates played. I'm forgetting who they were playing against, where it was Mbata Dlamini midfield. And they kept running past Makupa to overload that defense. I think this is one of those games where that could work. Look for the central pass. Mbata keeps running right there. Ni api epoxy ni Pirates. Oh. Do you know how much of a gift this Stade team is giving them? That defense goes all the way to the small box. Mbata shoots. He can shoot, Mbata can shoot, Mfukeng can shoot, Nkota can shoot. 2 players run in, 1 player stays up top. You can build up the sides and play it in to the center where that person has enough time to trap and shoot. Look at the Paris defenders. Ba chaisana le go chaisana. Oh, nkosi yami. 1 counter. Look, the ball was just given. Guys, what's happening with Pirates? So lethargic, man. Hey, Pirates. We could have been 4 already. I support the person who said they should have started Mabasa. I don't even think that's the problem, honestly speaking. Oh, yay! Yay! Pirates!
I see the 40.
Pirates!
I see the 40.
But yeah, these boys, it's like the communication is not on par. This team is weak, says Tabang. Maybe it's the heat. No, I understand the heat. I get that the argument of the heat. I understand. Mara, is the heat stopping you from playing a 5-meter pass? And Abombat, I've been missing for a while now. Dogs, I'm not gonna say it. If they draw or lose this game, they only have themselves to blame because wow, says Umusa. Mulonta says even a DDC team can beat this team. At least you know the DDC team. It's like Marco, you're on a yellow card, Marco. Imagine Pirates gets a red card just because Marco is being reckless. Can you imagine? Hey guys, I'm sorry to say this, but these guys are playing nonsense. Are they waiting to be led? Says Taplo. Tavan says they must replace Marco before he gets a red. Yeah, look, I guess that's why you have Hoto on the pitch. Like I said, what's probably going to happen is that Mayela is going to come onto the pitch. No, not even. They're going to take Hoto, take him back to left back. And then they're going to bring in. Then they're going to bring in maybe another midfield player like a Dlamini, maybe. But this is not on Pirates. Marco, again, ufunani le phambili Marco. Hey. DDC team or not when you deal with the forces of the unknown. Bonks. The forgetting issue of Barker is going to cost him. Look, I still believe that the problem is delegation of roles. I think we're trying, or Pirates are trying so hard to have Umfukeng play a 10-ish type role, a 10-ish, 8-ish type role. And I don't think he's ready for that. You know? I feel as though, there we go. That's the pass I was looking for. And I don't think he's matured enough to play that position properly. Shooter. Okay, never mind. I don't think he's matured enough to play that position all the way. So he also kind of gets lost. Him and Evidence, man. Evidence, I don't know why he's been played like this. Because for me, Pirates, there was a time early in the season when Kota scored the brace, that first brace. All they were doing was having Umakhupa drop in and try pull one of the defenders. Then they would allow Mfukeng and Kota to make almost diagonal runs inside like this, behind him. Because the right and left backs Oh, the right and left backs were too slow to track those runs. So bring him in, keep him central, allow Nkota and Fukeng to run in from the sides like that. Then you've got your tactics. But if evidence is going to be on the wing, and then Fukeng kamahare, Maram Fukeng is not comfortable kamahare, like Nkota's gone. Think about the balls that have gotten to Nkota, because Hoto is now popping up on that side too. So there's Hoto and there's Van Rooyen already. What does Nkota do in this team? Like, Trepa Polo. Pirates. Look at how they're celebrating. They know that they just need the one chance. If Ivory Coast used locally based players, they wouldn't have won AFCON. Pirates will forget says Talefang. Tutu says Marco needs to come off. I see an unnecessary red card. Tabang says Mbata sometimes no man. Molonda says I did say the media is going to put pressure on Fukeng. Isn't going to perform. Well, is it pressure? Is it pressure or is it just what has happened? There we go. Look at how it's opening. Mara Pirate. Mara Pirate. Was that Makupa actually playing target man? Oh, as I was saying, is it that Umfukeng is under pressure now because of the Barker thing, or is it that if we're telling the truth about him, he goes missing sometimes in games, even when he's playing on the left wing? The nice thing about the left wing is that you don't have as much pressure to try and perform, so he goes missing sometimes, and that's okay. He's learning how to get the ups and downs of a game, right? So is it that? And now when you put him in the middle and he does something similar, I don't think it's that thing. I think it's just part of the growing pains. Pella, when he's playing on the wing, he can lean on Tito. Tito used to be able, he could lean on Tito, he could lean on Hoto. And they do that left-hand side overload that they used to love, right? But now, mano a mano. Sometimes you get exposed by these type of things. Maybe it's part of the learning curve. Here comes the Pirates corner. Taken short. There we go. Yeah, no, guys. There's no team here. It's not it, it's not it. Anyway, Macon evidence should be subbed. Tutu says this team is frustrating today. Yo, angeke. Pressure, defense. Ilahlile, we need Mabasa to stay. He's always been like this, but it's the spotlight. But is the spotlight exposing the weakness? That's the thing, Agent. When you play, I'd say that one of Pirates' big strengths was that they have a very strong team dynamic. So as a team, they're very strong. So if you watch Pirates play last season, a lot of the Pirates play last season, if Mfukeng was off, Tito would step up and take the game by the scruff of the neck. If he was off, you could call on Makupa to score. You could call on Mabasa to score. If they were off, Talent Bata, to a degree, he could come in, right? They were all helping each other, if that makes sense. So there was always at least a player who was able to shoulder a game. Now, what I thought was a strength at the beginning of the season, and I'm going to put my hands up. I enjoyed Pirates' games at the beginning of the season because it felt as though Pirates had found a confidence in themselves where they could play a slow game. You know, they could play a slow game. They knew that their goal was coming. They would score their goal. They weren't trying too hard, right? They weren't trying too hard. But Shapa Koulu and then go and relax for the whole game. I thought that was a very mature way Pirates was approaching the game. I thought it was a very African way to play. That's how the big African teams play. And maybe they still have, they can still do that here, maybe. Right? But then it started becoming apparent that maybe the scoring side of Pirates might be suffering. That what happens when the slow game is the slow game? When you have a slow game like versus Stellies, for example, what happens when the slow game is a slow game? do you still have your players, man? Your players that can, win it for you? And have they been put into positions where they can win it? Because tactically, whatever Pirates is doing up front, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
Guys, are we watching a CAF Champions League? It's a CAF Champions League game, KG. But you don't read it. You're watching on a dodgy side. Oh, that's the VPN comment. Okay. Understand why gents always ask you to show the screen, because I'd love to, guys, Mara, the rights to these things. Oh, Penene. Oh, Penene. Pirates have got themselves a penalty. Imagine losing this team because your number 2 decided to kick someone. Imagine doing so well, or not so well. Imagine watching Pirates trying to score over and over and over again and getting away with it. And then all of a sudden,
penalty penalty.
Okay, sir.
But they are equivalent. Oh, this is a lifeline. I wonder this is a lifeline. I blame Makesi and Stellis, the exposed Pirates keep paraffin that lasted 7 league games. Bongs. If they missed this, it's Muti. Let's see. Who's taking it? Mahopa. I'm not going to say anything about those comments. I am not going to say anything about some of the comments. It is a penalty to Pirates. Mahopa has gotten up. Let's see if we're going to get some Skomota tans. I Kora Mahopa. Okay, immediately the pressure is now off Orlando Pirates. The pressure is now off Orlando Pirates. They can relax Nyana now. So yeah, they can relax Nyana.
I just got the notification. It's a goal.
It's a goal, it's a goal, it's a goal, it's a goal. Now the game changes. You're going to see a lot more Pirates attacking, but it is halftime right now. Please feel free to jump in. It is halftime. Feel free to jump in. I'm going to let 5 people in. We'll have a conversation about what we're seeing here in the first half, and then we'll go from there. So let's see who's here. Please remember, you have to be following me on TikTok. For those watching on YouTube, if you want to add your voice to the show, you have to join me now on TikTok and then jump in while I'm live now on TikTok. But it is Orlando Pirates. Wait. Almost forgot to give Pirates the goal. Okay, let me see who's here. Bongs, are you with me?
Yeah. OT.
Bongs, the one Hangman gaming in.
Nalo.
How do you feel about this first half?
Pirates have wasted the chance. This is an easy game about guy winner, but they are not taking their chances. Have a in the box. I feel like Baba sent the chances that they could have been 4 up by now. Too many passes in the box. Someone needs to take responsibility. I shoot a fail.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe when you start playing lesser teams, I'm going to say lesser, respectfully, when you start playing lesser teams, do you sometimes, man, leveling yabona instead of leveling alone? Is that maybe what we're seeing here with Pirates?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, because over underestimated Timina. And it's a team that guy winning easily.
Okay.
Give me Emma to
Yeah. Jole, by it saying second half, but changing.
Yeah, I like at least like I've always been saying, Mabasa has to be a starter because not walk on the chance, what try on the chance, and what score a day. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. I know I feel they should just try and shoot more. Go on about the chance because this thing you're about to level pass in the box, I say it.
Okay, I'm gonna come back, boys. I'm gonna come back. Yeah, Mara guys, we knew it was underestimation. We knew, guys. How? Let me go to stupid. Welcome to the show. It's still so tough, man, to say that name, but it's fine. Welcome, my brother. How are you? Stupid. Okay, let me go to Sihle. Sihle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my brother. Can you hear me? Oti, who's it?
Man, Kimnati, Sihle. Tell me about this game. How do you feel about this first half that Paris played versus this Stade Abidjan?
Yeah, listen, Oti, i-Pirates lana is just shows i-class, but kodwa ke just a little bit concerned nge-finishing yabo laphayana yabona. They just showed these guys ukuthi you know what angeke baze bakwazi ukuthi bacompete ne-Pirates ne. So kodwa ke enye into engiyibonayo ukuthi i-Pirates iyadinga that deadly striker man. Yabona umuntu ozoba aggressive when it comes to khoza final touch ukuthi they just want to bang the nets nje. Yabo i-Pirates you can see ukuthi it's lacking there because the passes ayafika omfukeng uyababona ukuthi ba creative yabo they can create those passes yabo so they just need that striker that nje ezowa nomuntu iqeda ikhahlela ibhola nje ibhekise emapalini yabona inkomo ye striker. I think if mabe kuukuthi you've got so much good players yabona sometimes you just need someone that ozoba inkomo njena kuukuthi yena umsebenzi wakhe azi ukuthi ukukhahlelela ipali yabo. So I think it's just lacking there but so far so good i-Pirates I so wish ukuthi sengathi mabe kuthiwa kuyabuya on the second half they can be very clinical and then they just finish this match yabo before 65 minutes.
Maranchele, you've got all the star players. You've got the game is basically with you guys, with the Pirates. They're playing. Why? What causes Lento Guti Bafana overplay? And they want to play one more extra pass or one more extra. It causes why in Lento? In your opinion?
I don't know ukuthi because why in mhlawumbe ilento yokuthi they just want to hold the ball bona they just doing too much. You understand? Ukuthi opponent and they keep on chasing the ball. I think in that manner mhlawumbe they just doing it too much but kodwa ke if mabe ukuthi uyabheka coach wase Spain so mhlawumbe i-system yase Spain lena azame ukuthi abafake yona ukuthi guys just hold the ball as long as ibhola lingakunena i-opponent ingalitholi ibhola we on the safe side. But right now, I think they just need someone that's also batshena ukuthi but if you figure laphayana you need to kill it.
Okay. Let me bring in uvelile mtaka baba.
Ingane kama kunjani lodwa?
Yazi velile man le game ngikhumbuza enye video engayibona man ibhubezi idlala ngokudla. Iphethe Springbok nyana leso Springbok sithi abaleka ithi capture kancane ma ayilumi ayibulali yini ngePirates today velile
ayikho into engomntaka baba it's just good that ngithi ngesilungu it takes someone to know someone baku level yakho so labo foba lapho abanye abakhulumile sesiyabona ba understand abantu abase levelini yabo ukuthi labantu baphuka kakhulu kumele ngabe sibabulele so and these are champions who are playing, so it just happened to be one of those days whereby our players, they don't have good first touches. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But as soon as that can be fixed, yes, I've always said.
Yeah.
With the Pirates, there are 9 men on the field, and when we are piggies, so if they can just fix that. Thathu uhodwa kabuyele emuva uMarco uzogcina asitholisa ikhadi elibovu.
Yeah.
I think this game it can favor uGilberto.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
This is his game. If take into consideration mangabukela game ebekwadlala previously eteamini yakhe that this one can favor him if they can just take Marco out, put in uHoto abuyele position yakhe, try to put Mfukeng on the side and uGilberto and just put him on the center. You will see. I think this game it's for him, and they can just take out Makupa, Bafabu, Mabasa. Please, we just need a strike. Singadlali strike. No.
Manje Bilile, I want to ask you the same question. What causes this thing yokuthi nifuna ukudlala ibhola? And is it the mentality thing yokuthi you've got a weaker team, you're not trying to kill them? Kuba ngathi niyajima man.
No, it's not like that. The guys, they just seem too relaxed. I don't know what's happening. It's not one of those games where in a corner the team bring it on to you. But they are not doing anything. But they are playing at home. I don't know what I'm supporting Benny Stadium. But they don't bring anything on the table. So it's sometimes, it cost. And another thing,
Yeah.
He just needs to pull up his socks. He needs to come to the game, especially on these games, since he's been selected go bafana. If he still really wants to be good squad bafana, because lapha go bafana the competition usasena mokwena bo obas manje nala uyaya ulimele, so he just need to come to the party. He hasn't, but I just think if they can just fix those first touches thing and just take the chances and just finish the game, because it's one of those games whereby it's not intense. It's just a dull game. Not a Hellenic nabo Rabali Blackpool. So yeah.
Oh, and I just Belile. Mahamba je ufuna confuse ama 2000. Every time uphuma la ufuna confuse ama 2000. Pool. Ay. Hellenic. Hi, but it's fine. It's like Fagu Master Icon. Hellenic. Master Icon. Welcome to the show. Oh, Master Icon. Okay, let me go to Bongs. Bongs, what changes did you make in the second half? And how do the two teams go about winning this game, second half?
Second half, it's about taking chances. Habakanga fella the chances abona, and maybe Bakenya Mabasa, maybe for Mokopa, maybe they'll get another goal. Because this game came on it fell until 2-1.
Okay. Yeah. Stade Abidjan.
Yeah, it look all right. They create a good abona. But Pirates can still win.
Do they need to go all out in attack because they're at home right now? Try get the drop by hook or by crook, or Mara? Should they be patient and wait it out?
No, they should be patient and wait it out because Pirates are the chances but win a game. It's all in Pirates' hands by winnable.
Okay. No, Bongs, score prediction? 2-1, Kan.
2-1.
Okay.
Pirates,
No, Bongs.
2-1.
Thank you so much, Bongs. Guys, if we can get to 25,000 likes, I'll keep it open. I just want to jump in and speak about what I saw from the first half. Hey guys, mentality is a very funny thing because I think Orlando Pirates is playing down to their opponent today. I think Orlando Pirates is taking this game a little bit too comfortable, too easy. I don't know if it's the heat, I don't know what it is, but it feels as though Pirates, Babo knew that this team is not very strong, and instead of taking advantage of it, they've dropped all the way down. I think they're very poor. They're very casual with the way that they're playing. Abombata are losing balls for no reason when they're passing the ball up the pitch. We're seeing them get into the dangerous areas and they want to do these Hollywood passes into the box. Now, guys, what Stade Abidjan has shown us up to this point is they're going to sit as a 3-4. The left guy usually goes up. But the problem is they're going to go all the way back and go deep. So what I'm not understanding from Pirates right now is why would you cross the ball into the defenders that are all the way back when you've seen the space? There was a chance by Hoto. They played the ball to Mahupa. Mahupa touched it to Hoto. Hoto almost curled it into the top right-hand corner. That space is open so many times because this team doesn't have a midfield like that. So when you're looking at them and you're watching them play, you ask the Pirates, good guys, do you have to try and walk it into the net? Just go and do a job. But you've scored so many long distance type goals. You've done so well with that. You've carved out the space of shooting right up there. We're not seeing more of that. Nkota, you've looked so good coming inside, top of the box, shooting it into the corner. You haven't done that. Mfukeng, when he does come in, he runs inside and he also shoots a lot more. And they could have gotten a lot more goals. But communication, for some reason, is completely off with Orlando Pirates. And it almost feels like they want to always make that extra pass. Now, in terms of tactically, what Pirates has to watch out for, and what we've seen with this Stade de Abidjan team, is that they're not afraid to commit people forward. The moment they win the ball back and they come out on the counter, they're countering you with 4 or 5 players. They've got 3 guys up front, 2 guys following. And it's put Marco into a problem where Marco now has a yellow card, but also Usesane was struggling a little bit with Ukore. So that's going to be something that Paris has to look out for, because in as much as we say that this team was not in it, what happened there was some chances there where they got into the box, and maybe Nabo, if there was a little bit better decision making, they could have gotten something from there. And the fear of having Sesane and Sbisi, hey, it's still there. And having Sesane and Sbisi as the 2, left as the 2 with Marco as the 3, that looks very shaky. Then also, guys, Hoto. I think what I don't understand about Jose's tactics right now is it feels as though there's a lot of people who are cancelling each other out. So Mahupa is cancelling out Umfuke. Mahupa's on the pitch. He's going wide. He's drifting wide. He's doing all these things instead of being central and actually playing the ball. You have Hoto, who's going onto Van Rooyen's side, and now because you've got Van Rooyen, Hoto, and Nkota on one side, we don't know what's happening to Nkota. Pukeng is drifting inside, but it feels as though he wants to be all the way up on the line. He has been going left a bit more to his credit, but he wants to be all the way up the line. And you're watching Abambata run into spaces and not know. Makaula got a shot. So it's interesting. I don't think it's going to hurt them necessarily with this team, but this feels like that first Disciples game. That first Disciples game where we were expecting Pirates to take advantage of the Disciples, and they sort of didn't show up. What I'd like to see from Pirates in the second half is more intensity, man. More intensity. Isastofuko 6. Overwhelm these guys. That defense is not there. Overwhelm them, play the ball, score some goals, go home, and make sure that you're taking a very, very good lead into there. Ahly's already scored 4 versus these guys. This is a team that's number 6 in the league. This is a team that has a -1 goal difference. They've conceded 7 goals in their last 3 games. Pirates needs to do something, man. Pirates needs to do something here. We can't be watching this like this. Hey, wrong live, Kabzoso, man. Wrong live. Samayang lilo vote man ko conferencing. Kabzoso. Tagi Chipas. The game is open, says Ucheko. It doesn't have to be open. That's the problem here. That's the problem here. A lot of African teams in the second half, they look a little bit different. That's why I'm worried about the Orlando Pirates, honestly, in this game. But let's see. It's 45 minutes. We are into the second half. Just add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the exact time what it is. So, for example, it says 40 seconds on my timer right now. It's actually 45 minutes, 40 seconds. That is the actual real time. Oh. Mara Pirates liskang frizi saman. Now, the heat. Hey, it's lit. Apparently, it's even there. It's hot. Wahib says we're doing a good job away from home, so don't need to overcomplicate things. Look, Wahib, I'm also the type of person for me. Oh, Oh, you see, if these guys could trap the ball properly, guys, Pirates, yo,
Ke
Pirates.
bona kotsi. I see the 40.
What did I tell you guys about that defense? And for some reason, in these games, Usbisi is going up the pitch a lot. If you think about where he got the yellow card in one of the games, it was very high up. It was almost on the halfway line. And you're thinking to yourself, but there's Mako, there's Sesane, there's Makaula. Why are you having to play catch up when the ball is played there? That's all, Kota. Did they leave their power at home? Like, what's happening with Pirates? Did they leave their shooting boots? King. Don't make it ping pong, Pirates. The one thing you don't want to do is to make it ping pong. Oh, what a bad pass. I want Lamini on the pitch, says Fortune. Wahib says, I do think we're in a good position to qualify with the scoreline. No, I'm fine with it. Maybe I would love some more dominance because I don't think this team is that strong, man. Dominance on the scoreline. Got in the pitch now. He's playing. He's back online. Marco still with a yellow card. I think that's going to be a big risk for Pirates in the second half. If I was Stade d'Abidjan, I would be attacking that left-hand side of Pirates' defense fully. I'm watching it live on 209. If you want to stream it, you can go to sabcsports.com, the SABC Plus app. You can go to SABC One. If you want to watch it on TV, that's not a penalty. Nah, not a penalty. If it was a little bit early with his shielding, it could have been a penalty. I think they splashed water on the pitch during halftime. Looks like it. We need a ref like this in SA, says Hauser. That's never a pen. No Heban, stupid. Mara. It's fine. All I want to see all I want to see now is good subs who come in and make an impact. Right back and left back. Yeah, Pirates are the weakness. Let's see. 49 minutes. Are Don't allow them to build confidence, Pirates. Please don't allow them to build confidence. Oh, what a bad decision. Guys, this team, Pirates, if Pirates come out here with a draw, I'd be so angry. I'd love to see Tim come into the pitch. I think Tim can maybe do what Mbata's doing a lot better. I think Tim can actually give them a way to play up the middle. Maybe you might see Mfukeng come more into the game in that regard if they play it that way. Maybe give him an extra ball player in the middle. Maybe Azu Velile said, take out Mahopa, bring in somebody else, maybe Amabasa. I would actually want to see Mfukeng in a sort of false nine with our team to support him and maybe push Talete Mbata up or bring in Udlamini. That would be interesting. And what is Hoto's role in this game? Take Koch out and put in Saleng. Saleng's not there. He's sick. Saleng did not travel. The bench is Buthelezi Maela, Munyane, Tim Dlamini, Rasibucha, Gilberto, Kim Viudi, or Mabasa. Actually, maybe this is a Gilberto type game. The way we win the ball back is very effective, says Wahib. Guys, I've just arrived. Where's Tito? Nowhere in the team. Even teams at Phillies games can beat this team, guys, says Umulwanto. Velile doesn't like Mahopa. Open match is not all that. No, he's been asked to do something different than what he normally does. Hey, nah. Pirates. If Pirates is not ready here, If Pirates is not careful, sorry. Please be careful, man, Pirates. Gilberto might boost the midfield. Or maybe instead of Mabasa, you bring in Gilberto and you let the three of them cause chaos up front. Kota, Mfukeng, Gilberto. Maybe you let them cause some chaos up front. Maybe you throw in a Dlamini, false 9 maybe. See what happens there. I don't know. Hey, Mara, this team is coming now. This team is coming for them. Okay, let's see. 2 subs would be important today. Bring on Mabasa, Dlamini, and Gilberto for his experience. Gilberto might boost the midfield. Pirates playing with fire, says Bongs. Mulwanda says the guy is waving to an empty stadium. Kabzozo says the pitch feels different. Africa, Papa. Africa, Papa. They changed things. Bella, you guys are too friendly. In South Africa, we are too friendly. Sometimes you need to change conditions, Nyana. Plus, there's shade all over the pitch now, so maybe even conditions-wise, it's a little bit cooler. Far post goal. Nazo, when you play with fire, when you play with fire, this is what happens. Kining bali crossetsa, guys. Bali crossetsa, man. Kining bali crossetsa. Hey, South Africans and high balls. South Africans and high balls. Yo.
Ziyakhala and ziku loudspeaker and I connect off. I no connect off. Ziyakhala ke manje.
They scored, Kabzozo.
Ziyakhala ke manje.
It's 1-1. They scored. It's 1-1. Stade Abidjan, the team that we're making fun of first half and saying that they're not quite in this game and Kidi Khomu and all of that stuff. Kima Bakori. Mahopa. Like, why doesn't anyone just follow Mahopa? Do you know how many goals maybe Mfukeng could get or chances Mfukeng could get if all it did was follow Mahopa? Let Mahopa do the hard work of winning the first ball. Then you can feast off of the second ball. I keep saying this. It was a very good set piece. Far post. Nobody was much watching the far post, Wahib. Musa says, well, saw it coming. Zod says he saw it coming. Guys, 25,000 likes. 25,000 likes. 25,000 likes, and you'll be able to jump in and we can speak about this. I'll give everybody a minute or two. So tap the screen, and then you'll be able to jump in and just tell me what you think about this game. But it is the 55th minute. It is 1-1 right now. Orlando Pirates, are they going to regret all the chances they got in the first half? Because this team might just decide that, 1-0 versus Pirates at home might be a good result. Might just be the best result that they've gotten so far. I mean, they've got no wins up to this point. They've got no draws up to this point. Maybe they take the point and go home. But Pirates liseg too much, man. Can you play direct ball, please? Hey. Here comes Pirates with a cross-off there. Yo. Oh, Kabzozo, sorry. Why are you using our coach's sound? Hey, man. He's not a coach, he's a South African. I've been saying, and now Rilen Kota will be frustrated. 1-1 draw is dangerous for Pirates because Beliwis that is unpredictable. Told you left back and right back is a problem for Pirates. TP Mazembe were leading 1-0 against Yanga. Missed too many chances. Yanga got one in the last 3 seconds. Look. Far post. Make the far post run, Wena. Make the far post run. Oh. So Pirates is ball watching deep there. Look at that. Like, you need Tim. No way, Tim must come on. I want to see Tim. Tim is the only one who can marshal that midfield and bring up the ball properly. Abu Makaul and Abu Talente are failing me today. I don't know what's happening today, but they are failing me today. Yes, Mahopa. No, Mahopa.
Bafana, man. What? It's can't be, nada. It can't be. Nada pala nada. It can't be.
The more I watch him, the less I can defend him. The Pirates in this game, fine Mahupa Mister. The Pirates have missed to keep Alele Pansi. He had made a mistake. There was an open net behind him. The Pirates couldn't score. Mahopa. Nkota off for Mabasa and we go with 2 strikers. Tim and Mabasa says Tukelo. Mahau is off. A draw is okay away from home, but should win home game. This should be an away win if we're being honest, Wahib. Ngiyakhuluma velile man. Oh, okay guys. Okay. I was trying to stick up for our national team striker, man. Mahupa off now, please. Mahupa was initially a defender, man. Sazutiyo. Talented Makaula not imposing themselves in the game. Paris playing wide. They don't have anybody to play to. The midfield is as open as it has been. The midfield is dead. That's why I wanted Tim. I trust him to be able to get the ball and play it up, to want to push the ball up forward. I think that Fugeng with Talente and Makaula is not working. It's not working. It is not working at all. I think you have to sacrifice somebody. Oh, Bamotela Medzikai. One. Imagine going to medical school all those years only to hold the water. I'm convinced Paris is trying to lose. There's no way, says entitled up the African. PK says, I don't understand why Mahopa over Mabasa. Paratwayo says, where's Mabasa? Mabasa's on the bench. Mabasa is there, he's on the bench. Why we need 2 strikers for that? Mistakes can't happen. Or did he injure himself while he was doing that thing? Otipel, I can't touch him in the studio. Mara, can you imagine, man? Ofafatsa studio kameti. 60 minutes in, it is 1-1. Pirates again with a chance, and Mahopa. I'm gonna ask the guys, what's happening to Pirates today? Bongs, your theory might be true here. What's happening to Pirates today? This game should well and truly be a 4-0, 5-0 to Pirates. Halftime stats had Pirates, but here's the funny part. Halftime stats, Pirates only got 56% of the possession. They got 9 shots, 3 on target. And this Stade Bijan team had 3 shots, none on target, going into halftime. So it looks a lot closer than we think it is, actually. And again, could this be just the situation of African football? Having the ball and dominating and passing the ball and looking cool, those teams usually lose. Is it me, or can Pirates not tackle also this game? Utla. Stade Bijan. Utla. Put in the cross, boy. They don't know how to deal with high balls. Put in the cross. Why did he cross it back? Counter, counter, counter. Oh. Ay, Nkota. Ay, boy. Oh, Kiki Hoto. Guys, why is Hoto on the right-hand side? I don't understand. If Hoto is on the right-hand side, in front of Van Rooyen, what is Nkota doing? Okay, we're seeing Mabasa Gilberto and Dlamini. And Nkota is coming off. Nkota's coming off. Mahupa's coming off. Will he take off Mfukeng? $29. Marco, yeah. Like I said, take off Marco, bring in another midfielder. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, he was risking Marco there. Okay, let's see. There's too much power on the field. Paris players like Mahupambata, just average players for CAF. They'll win MT8 only, says Men B. Open Mind says, you will hear Paris fans today. We played well. We're taking CAF. SAB Dlala Musa Wenkosi. Kamikaze staff says Musa. But the Hoto, no, Hoto's going back to left back. We're going to see a front three of Mabasa, Mfukeng, and Gilberto. Oh, Gilberto. Okay, no Gilberto. Finally, some changes. This is more of the energy we need, says Wahib. Gilberto will shine in this match, says Usipo. CAF is nothing compared to PSL. They need to change their system of football. So here's the conversation. Last season, Pirates was a very aggressive counter-attacking team that, would overwhelm you. 3 men up front, they hit you on the counter, they break on you. Mfukeng is facing his man one-on-one. If it's not Mfukeng facing his man one-on-one, everybody's facing their goals. The defenders facing their own goals. There's chaos, they score. Was Jose wrong to get rid of that Pirates? Because would that Pirates be more effective in a game like this? Here comes Pirates with the corner kick. Hey! The keeper wants the counter bad. Giga boy, they caught up to you, Giga boy. They caught up to you, it's okay. Nice sub, says Paratwayo. We trust these subs, says Wahib. Gilberto had Champions League experience, says Musa, but we're not playing on the transition this season. It's like a surprise to our players. No, that's what I'm asking, Wahib. Would it be better for Pirates to be playing on transition for Mfukeng, so they can get more situations where they're facing their men one-on-one, and one-on-one on a counter situation is tough because Mfukeng are tricky. They've shown that they're tricky. They've shown that, he just won a penalty here. Shouldn't you be putting him in more of those type of situations? Cross it. They don't. Pirates is gonna be shaky, man. Cross it. Sweeper keeper. We're more effective and better. Yeah, I agree 100%. 1v1, you're much better. This thing of trying to build up the ball and play 350 passes, it's not the one for Pirates, eh? Mara, can the players who have just come into the game, man? You can't be -3 because you guys are just standing there. Hey, man. Okay, let's see. Ball. Oh. Almost a perfect ball there. Oh, it's ping pong now. Pirates should be scared. Don't make these games ping pong. Pirates watched a lot of chameleon football. I blame Rulani. Yeah. Tukelo says, it's Messi, Shem. I do think Rasibucha Dlamini to replace Mbata. I wouldn't bring Rasibucha into this game, to be honest with you. No, turn inside. Turn inside. Like, why do you guys keep going wide? Yeah, play it central, please. Do you know what the problem is with ping pong? The problem about ping pong is that, one, anything can happen. So you could be on the attack and thinking you're doing well, and then all of a sudden the other team scores, number one. But then number two, even the stats change. So when you watched Pirates versus the Stade Bijan team in the beginning, like in the first half, you'd have thought Pirates is far and ahead, the more dominant team. But then when you look at the stats of possession and stuff like that, you realize that Pirates has lost a lot of balls. Number one, Pirates has been much closer. So even now, look at the type of balls that this Stade Bijan team is getting. And I don't know if in Africa you can trust that the game is just going to end like this, or that you're going to get your chances. Sometimes the most ugliest games, or the ugliest teams, the teams that play the ugliest football, Jiggy, they've won. They're celebrating. 3 points is in the bag. Now you're under pressure in your next game for nothing. Felipe Luis, that, like somebody said earlier, is not the most it's not the most predictable team. You don't want to get knocked out in the group stages because you threw away a game versus Stade what. Meanwhile, CRP goes and gets a draw versus Ahly, and it's tough. Play it. He slipped on that water that they put on the pitch half time. Okay, we are likely to come back with the point, says Brasipo. This CAF Champions League, and it's going to be messy. This is CAF Champions League, it's going to be messy towards the end. The reason why I take Rasibucha for his energy and his man marking. The only problem with Rasibucha Wahib for me is that he's also sloppy against a different type of opposition. Like when the opposition goes a bit higher, he gets sloppy. And he becomes a red card risk. And he gets into his own head. Maybe to your point, this is the game to do it because this Stade Bijan team is not that good. But I think Rasibucha, he's not yet there all the way. Oh, guys, umuntu atrepe kamnandi nje. Mbata. No, Mbata's not in this game, eh? Mbata is not here. Pirates used to be super dangerous crosses. Clate used to send them in. Theo says they have lost a lot of what? Explain. Why is Van Rooyen losing tackles? Munyane is on the bench, Pella. Ay, Velilo. Ufuna coach wakayenza lento bekayenza with Tushandi no Munyane. Ufuna Van Rooyen bamfa rotation. How are you doing, Z? Welcome. Jose trying to be his idol, Rulani. Open mind. This CAF Papa, not MTNH. Real football is back. Orlando Pirates FC is breaking my heart, says Uzi. Z, they've still got time. Gilberto showing that this is his game type. The pitch is slippery, says Tukelo. Wahib says, I do think Rasibucha needs this type of experience and matches to improve, but is no longer the same, says Upapa Khosi. Hey, I'm a talent wafani. Now talent gasafani. Oh. Center back's driving into midfield. Is he trying to, he's uplifting the 17 people that are there? Or have more people started to arrive? Maybe now, but they arrive late. Oh, Pirates. Pirates! Pirates! I feel like the schedule is also taking its toll on Paris players. They don't look fresh. See people see the game the way I do. My over 2.5 got killed by Mahopa, says Theo. Butlali, how are you doing? How are you doing? Mola says the pitch conditions apply to everybody on the pitch. Danko, no excuses. Talent has become talentless. Hi. Lahlekile kwa ko pitching. Phakathi says khona. Yeah, inathanda le story senu man. Mara nani beniphethe amakhoyi egrawundini. I'll never forget that game. Amakhoyi egrawundini. Then you send that groundsman to go. Is that man okay? Tell him check in on that man. Velile nganicela last time uthi ni check uthi loya baba. Lo wathatha ama-coins lapha egrawundini. Cela lingitshele ukuthi u-right na, please. Sims on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pirates is dropping form normally towards the year end. Okay, Prasipo. Rasibucha is coming in. Okay, well, he's meant to come in. Bamchigisa. Football Tando, how are you doing? Vusi says, what do people see in Mabasa that we don't see? I just feel like that rotation at Pirates. One Pirates has a crazy rotation. They are striker. And they are ruthless kind of striker. Lepasta was on fire at some point, but a bench Mahopa. Mahopa was on fire, but a bench Kimang Mabasa. Mabasa was on fire, but a bench. Okay, so we're seeing Talent Mbata coming off. And Rasibucha is making his way onto the pitch. Let's see what they can do in the 17 regulation, around 22 minutes that they have for this game. That is left. Bata out. We are taking the league. They said it last season. Jose doing the things. Velile says, all right, baba. Angito wasekaya kanti futhi lento. Okay. Angazi. Ngoba the way nimlande ngakhona. The way nimlande ngakhona. It's almost like inja yasendlini man iyalumana inokuluma nomnikazi. So sometimes vele uthumela omunye umuntu. So the way nimlande ngakhona, but as long as I right man, it's okay. We're going into a 4-1-4-1. Is that a good idea to go 4-1-4-1? I'd probably go 4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-3, at least a 4-1-3-2, in order to get Mfukeng into the game again. I think Mfukeng can be the key to all of this. Weird that he's still on the pitch, but he can be the key to all of this. Nazo? You see? Yay. Mfukeng man, umnandi umnandi for the whole game, but he's got moments, and it's fine to have those moments on the wing up there. Footy Pirates doesn't ask their wings to really come back like that, so there's a lot of coverage happening for him. But if you can let him go one-on-one with his man more, Hashem. You're going to see something there. How about the guy that's marking him? Is it Kwaku? Hey, Kwaku has a tough time. Hey! Make the run into the box. Santi. Who's 23 or what? 21? Mukoro. How? Your person wins the ball, runs through, is looking for the ball inside, and you don't let him take the ball inside. The problem Pirates are about to face is drainage. Unlike Sundowns, they don't have squad depth. That's true. That is true. But hey, this season for the group stages, hey, people have been resting. People have been resting. I don't know how much Ntate Khoza has to play with that, but people have been resting. But how many goals do they have combined? Mang. I thought they would put Tim in to calm the game. I wanted Tim. Football Timer says he's happy. Open Mind says Jose lacks consistency. Ongaletu says, Oti, ngituzobe use FNB Stadium manje. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? If Pirates gets to top 8, it's going to be by like Sipo says, I still feel we can give him Fukeng a job of carrying this team. Or you can't give him the job of carrying this team. He's still too young. Wahib says, unlocking things now, Rasibucha. On the Mfukeng point, like I said, I think Mfukeng was coming along nicely because he had other grown-ups around him. Tito could play with Mfukeng. Like if you remember last season, there was a time when it was Mfukeng, Mabasa, Saleng, Tito. And Tito would often go off to the left-hand side to be with Mfukeng. In fact, they used to sometimes make Mfukeng's life easier by having Hoto push up and then they create an overload on whoever the right back was. His job was a lot easier. Tito was the pressure valve. I always say that for me, Tito, last season, there was no player who was as important to their team in the league as who Tito was to Pirates. Because he's the guy that controlled the tempo of the team. I think Bata is failing with that right now, but Tito controlled the tempo of the team. Okay, Yashisa, we're not holding the ball, we're not getting the ball, let me slow it down. Okay, we've been playing too slow, let's speed it up. I'll take that responsibility. This season, I think Tito's role has been messed up a little bit, having him play with Umahopa. And I think Umahopa dropping into that space took out to Tito. And I think what happened was Pirates kind of made Mfukeng the one who has to bear the brunt of the pressure up front. Mahopa's not going to do it. He's even running up on the wing. Nkota is very, very new. He's not going to do it. That's where I think Mfukeng might be getting killed. It's giving him that responsibility and that role, especially in a midfield that has Makaula and Talente. Talente has dropped off. I think Mfukeng would look a lot better if Tim was on the pitch. Me personally, I think if Tim was on the pitch, he's got the maturity and he's an adult on the pitch. He can be somebody. If you watch him come in these days, he comes in, he fetches the ball from the back. They play 1-2s. Like the moment he steps onto the pitch, they start breaking lines. Sesane is more comfortable to give it to somebody in the mid. When Utim gets that ball, he plays it off of Makaula. Now you're in attack. Whereas Pirates has been going for this wide game that is a little bit inefficient for Pirates because whenever they've played the wide game, it's been Da who initiates. So Da would play the balls out wide. So he'd force the 1v1s with Mfukeng, for example. So hey, it's interesting to see what the tactics are doing. Talente came off. Talente came off for Rasbucha. Let's see what the comments. Lamini seems like a starter type of player. Wonder why he's a sub. We weren't here for a very long time, so pressure will be upon us, says Wahib. I'm seeing we're taking this 3 points, says Wahib. 29 degrees there, 73% humidity, says Musa. Muslali says, I've said it many times, you can't have Mahupa and Tito on the same pitch. Yeah, I don't believe you can. Open Right says they're killing a young talent. Corner Pirates taken by actually Mfukeng. Where is the Coco Melon? This is CAF Champions League. Hey, Mara Sipoy, Lily Headful. So, Corner Lendota, whose dreadlocks, Ngati, is Togo. That guy, Mfukeng Melambone 1-on-1, 1v1. I do think Tito and Dlamini are good impact players, says Wahib. Yeah, if you guys had a replacement for Tito or somebody who could do some of that job, I get it. Mara, I don't see it happening like that. Look, now they're playing long balls. When Mahupa is off the pitch, now you play the route 1 ball that I've been fighting with Belila about this whole time. You play to Umakaula, of all the people on the pitch. That's the ball you play. If you want to, guys, ask Hugo Bruce. Hugo Bruce puts Mahupa up there, plays the long range, long ball. Makgopa wins the first ball or he causes enough chaos that now the ball is in the attacking third, your attacking players can do what they want with it. There was a point where Bruce was playing that a lot. Now they want to play long balls. Now. This is frustrating though. Fukeng does not like being called Coco Melon. Oh, he doesn't. I thought it was the football. See, now guys, Coco Melon meant a completely different thing here. It wasn't even about Pirates, it was about Sundowns. Coco Melon. I want to see more of Tito because the fans are making too much of him. I like Tito a lot. Oh, Ongaletu. Are you watching Chris Rock? Are you watching Chris Rock entertain you guys? Isn't it raining right now there? Chris Brown, sorry, Chris Rock. Chris Brown. You're watching Chris Brown, that's why I entertain you guys. Because your normal team that plays there can't entertain us. Hey, Ongaletu. That's why you need strikers with Makgopa. Mohib says Tito. Manje Ongaletu, uthini wena momtshela ukuthi you must go to FNP and watch Chiefs. What does she say, Mama Sekai? Tito brings the rhythm and can change the game, but he's not that effective. I think the beauty of Pirates, Wahib, the beauty of Pirates was that you didn't need Tito to perform for 90 minutes. You needed Tito to give you 20 minutes of a game, really, or 30 minutes of a game where he does the thing. Sometimes not even 20 minutes. He just needs to get the ball 10 times in a half for it to be fine. You know, Mfukeng doesn't need to be effective for 45, 90 minutes. He was effective for a little bit of time. And you get what I mean? And he'd be gone for the rest of the game, but you wouldn't notice because when he does that, the other guys switch on. When everybody's not switching on, that becomes a bit of an issue. 83 minutes in, it is 1-1. Stade D'Abidjan versus Orlando Pirates. It is a 1-1 in this CAF Champions League encounter. Hey, Mara. Yo, Mara. Stade D'Abidjan is parking the bus now. I don't know if that's going to work. And Pirates is playing these long balls. Please bring Tim in. You've still got one sub. Jose, please bring Tim in. I beg you to please. I don't know why Miguel Tim is not played by Jose, man. I understand Makaula defensively covers the defense. Mara, guys. Look at how they're now having to resort to playing these long balls. Because Agnamunt in the middle who just wants to hold the ball and play it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Rasibucha, right on cue. Wahib. Don't! Don't! Guess not. Tito thinks it's him the problem. Cuso, I like when you say it was. It means it's past. This team is defending. This is Cap Cocomelon. Vusi says OT Paris as a captain that attended a youth conference only. He doesn't play. Maela. Yeah, honorary what? Ambassador. The YouTube algorithm showed me that in 2013 CAF Champions League final Paris was Ahly. So many big game players, Pirates. Very close to doing something there. I'm also to relieve some stress from Equals. See FNP Stadium in a different light. At least when you leave there, Manuma Masakai will be happy. You will live in a different state of mind. Tim must come in ASAP. Makolo is tired, says Tukelo. Sipo says, I wouldn't be surprised if Alali allowed Peluista to win and eliminate. Oh, Mavuvuvu. You're bringing on Mavu. So your midfield is going to be Rasibucha, Kim Viudi, and Lamini. Oh, wow. I guess he's really trying to take advantage of a team that's defending. Mara, it just takes one break, and you'll see Bisikere yellow card or red card. This keeper nae. This keeper nae. Nashishiriz. No, let me not say that. OT is winning the Champions League. The Champions League, you never know, but it's always between AS Tunis, Al Ahly. Who else? AS Tunis, Al Ahly. I would have said a Wydad. You're probably hoping for one of the Moroccan teams like a Raja or AS FAR to be the ones that make it through. But who's winning the Champions League? My money's on Al Ahly. But you never know. We should sign a defender from Pirates. Mteto's a free man now. Mavuvuvu. But this team makes me cry now, says Football Tando 123. Maybe he'll come to life, guys. Hence, I said the arrival of Paseka destroyed Pirates' play. He plays well, but we need to go 3-2-3-2, being more compact and complete. Look, I just think you have to give. Yeah, you see, they can't track players. He started their vision, can't track players. They struggle with runners. Mavuvuvu. Mavuvuvu. You know there's no one in the middle right now. Just by the way, there's Rasibucha in the middle. Damini is an 8. He's more of an 8. You know, like right now, there's Stade Bijan just needs to go up the middle. All of the guys are on the wings. Mavuvuvu's running there. You've got Mfukeng. Look, 3 players on one side. Where are you going with the ball, my guy? Uchiga, we have 88 minutes. It is 1-1. Hence I said, okay, we're still on the right side. Hey, nalipizi kari celebration nekhante. Manje ufuna ukuthi keeper. Hey. Man is on Sundowns. Where is Mabasa? He's still on the bench, EJ. He's still on the bench. No, Mabasa came in. Hey, why am I saying he's still on the bench? Well, it feels like it because he hasn't been doing anything. Yeah, but you're like, I don't want to take. I wouldn't take him Tetra. I'll take Nda. I'd take tomorrow. Second draw is what I see. OT, as long as Pirates don't win, I'm happy, says Uvusi. Waif says, I do think we win the next game. It's good. But why make it tough for yourself, man? Bonda says Pirates players overhold the ball in non-dangerous places. Like, they really need to get something out of this game because I think I'm a little bit disappointed. And do you know what's funny? Stade Abidjan looks a lot better. They've looked a lot better in the second half. We need GNU. Al Ahly can't do it again this season. Al Ahly doesn't care about GNU. Radio Pane Okai. Radio Man. Was he the one that was injured? I'm trying to remember. Oh, way. Yeah. Playing with fire. Oh, Pirates. Corner Stade Bijan. If they can get this set piece right. Hoto, last ditch. Corner Stade Abidjan. Let's see. Post again. Over pole. He had a chance, took it over the post. That's why I'm asking. It feels like he's still on the bench. Yeah. I guess that's what my feeling about Umabasa was, I think he needs a specific type of game. I think Mabasa looked very good when there was a Saleh. Looked very good when... It's almost like, Pirates was compartmentalized last season. And what would happen is in the attack, right? You have a Saleh coming in from that side. He's looking for balls through over the top. So that's where he's going. You have Mfukeng and Tito who are working the left-hand side, coming inside and trying to build something there. And most of the time, if you look at Lepasa and you look at Mabasa, Their sole job was to patrol that box, the center of that box, and just pick off the chances that fall. If a defender's a little bit too slow, score. If you ask me exactly how Mabasa scores goals, or what tactic he uses, I don't know. I can't tell. Like, I can tell you about Mahopa. Mahopa loves the balls that are in between the goalkeeper and the defense. When everybody's running towards, he loves those ones where he can just tap it in. He often follows up, and that's how he scores a lot of his goals. I'm not going to say that's a tactic. You know how he uses them because we've seen how Bruce uses them, for example. You know how best to use them or how best he will look if you play a certain football. But with Mabasa, I'm not sure. And it's funny because he scored so many goals last season, but I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what the go-to style is. I'm curious, would Nyoso have helped in this game? Probably. I think he's a more seasoned and confident Mfukeng. So I think we'd see a lot more take-ons from the left-hand side. Hope you don't laugh at us tomorrow when we lose. No, I'm not laughing at anyone. Lichinchile coach, Aguirre. You guys changed your coach, open mind. You guys have brought in Miguel Cardozo. First job is going to be versus Raja. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Pirates, they've got like a minute and a little bit to try and get something from this game. I think Stade Bijan is going to be very happy with this result. There was no this team Nesio, guys. No Senabach in this team. All. If they could trap the ball, they could have hurt Pirates quite a bit. Jose getting comfortable, says open mind. Kim Vuyudi seems to be giving the defense a problem. Oh, just like that. Who was that species again? Or was it Kim Vuyudi? It was Kim Vuyudi, I was about to say. Mabasa is the tapping kind of striker, hence he doesn't play important matches. I feel so sad for Lepasa Shemguni Nangadali. Really? Am I frozen? I thought I was frozen. Babasa is like the weather, it's either raining or it's not hard. Like as Mnyama Ksasa, we restore order, call off task for the country. Ow, restore order. Ow. Yebanna. May the spirit of changing coaches miss Naturana this season, says Tabang. PK says tomorrow we're going to take 3 points comfortably. So, yeah, Rulani, you're scaring me. Is there voices? Oh, Chain. Hi, Chain. Last kick of the game, surely. Surely this is the last kick of the game. Did they send the keeper? Hey, they love this far post set piece, ne? Oh. Sindili Pirates. Sindili Pirates. Okay, I'm not going to stay long, guys. You know how it goes. We're going to analyze the game properly on Tuesday because Chiefs is playing on Monday. So I'm going to let in, let's say 4 people just to hear from what you guys have to say. And then we'll go from there. So, Mapagania, Kupalikene, and let's have a conversation, just a brief conversation about what we're seeing, what we saw in this game. Hi, Pagatwayo, stay. Oh, draw. Look at how happy they are. Guys, there was no team here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed in Pirates, if I'm being 100% honest. Prasipo, can you give me just briefly what you think about the game? Welcome.
No, we don't have depth, OT. We don't have depth, and we need to stop lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
The only depth I see is in the defense. We have a defense. Even the goalkeeper, I'm not sure if China is not there, who's gonna come into the polls. And yeah, what can we say? You know, football OT is like that. You don't use your chances. This team looks it's the weakest of this group. This team. But unfortunately, they got their first point against us. So yeah, we just have to be careful. And you know, Parrot is like that. They will perform second game against this team, and will be saying something else. But then it's going to be tight. I really hope Ahly beat Blues so that
Mara,
it gives.
Linsa the calculator, Prasi. Why Linsa the calculator? Arabati the calculator, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, when we don't beat such small teams, this is a small team. Whether it's playing CAF, I think this team is for the first time that is playing CAF. If my stats, are right. So unfortunately, like I said, where is Tito? We said where is Salen? We are talking about such players. They are not there. And we realize that when Tito is not there, we are not winning games. Now it's a problem. You remember Magezi match, he played in the second half, and then he was not playing when we played Ahly. Now he didn't play now. So it's another thing. Maybe the coach needs to decide on how we want to play OT, because it's either we're playing with counter-attack or we're playing with crosses. And yeah, because I normally see us playing tiki-taka there and there. And that's why he will prefer Makopa, because Makopa is especially when we play Africa, he will definitely play Makopa because of his strength up front.
For time, Prasipo. Let me bring in Tuesday. Let me bring in Vusi. How are you, my brother?
Hey, I'm good in yourself, man, Oti.
Ay, man. The Pirates make me look at the team, man. Cutting a team first half.
Uthi ngikubuzanga ama-striker wathi Pirates they rotate strikers. How many strikers do they have, and how many goals do those strikers have in between them?
Yeah.
If we say they've got good strikers, then how many goals do they have, those strikers, in between them?
Yeah.
Because it clearly those 4 or 5 strikers, if you combine them and you combine Ureinas, no Ribeiro, those two have got more goals than all Pirate strikers combined. Tell me if I'm lying.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Usipo said it himself that they don't have depth. When we tell them, they think we are lying because we are Kaizer Chiefs. No, they don't have. The only team that has depth, OT, is Sundowns. Sundowns has depth. Sundowns is right back. You can change them as much as you want. They won't complain that so and so was not there. How many games did they play now without Mshishi? When Pirate is complaining about Tito. Understand? Now they're saying when Tito is not there, we don't play well. How many games did Sundowns play without Mshishi?
Yeah.
So you see, when you don't have depth, just accept that you don't have depth. If I was a Pirates coach, I was gonna say let the Champions League slide. Let come back. Let me dominate in the league, because now you've got the Sundowns. That is concentration. The Sundowns' concentration this season is the Champions League. They clearly want the Champions League. You can't fire the coach when he's on top and then you say you want the league. No, they want the Champions League. So that's the chance of Pirates to say, let's go and win the Champions League, the league first at home, and then we'll come back next season and come prepared. Because right now they are not prepared, and they are chasing two big things.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we'll break it down proper, man. We'll break it down.
Yeah.
We'll see the depth tomorrow.
Say on Tuesday. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Let me go to Taps. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Hey, I'm good, thanks. And you, OT?
I'm good, Taps. 1-1. What happened here, man? What happened here?
Like, like this thing of undermining small teams is not
Yeah.
working. Like it's not working for us. And another thing that we always struggle with, it's putting the ball at the back of the net and scoring more goals.
Yeah.
Because even if you look at the PSL now, we have the same points with Sundowns, but because of the goal difference, Sundowns is there at the top. And that's when we should take the chance and score when we get the chance, score. Even last week's game with Ahly, I feel like we should have had Maswanga, we should have had Saleng, confuse those people, because you saw when Rele had the ball, all the defense was going to Rele. So you needed your key players so that when they're at Rele, there's somebody that's open that you know is going to do the job and finish it. So I don't know what Rivera and the technical team are doing or they're trying to do. We just trust in the process. But Pirates, from the way, since I started supporting Pirates, we've been like that. We don't score main goals. We're always saying 3 points. But sometimes those 3 points are just going to kill us, because we're going to just have 3 points and then the goal difference thing gets us off the qualifying stages. Because even now, imagine if we and CR whatever have the same points, but goal difference CR is up there and then we down there. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna punish us. Like,
so then tell me, how do you change the front line? Because I don't think the Mahopa and Nkota and Mfukeng thing is working. I don't know. How do you change that?
Here at the front line with Nkota is gets frustrated easily, and I understand because he's still young. He's not like in this game. He's just like with this Chiefs player. Like when they lose, they get frustrated easily.
Yeah.
Yes, Mahopa is there for the physique. For the physique, he's there. It works. But with Nkota, I don't like starting Nkota. Yes, last time he scored us a brace because they didn't know him. They knew Rele then. And then he comes and then this is someone new. They started knowing Nkota then. But now, hey, it's hectic. It's just hectic. I feel like now people know how to deal with us. They just have a plan with us.
Okay. No, Tabs, thank you so much. That's Tuesday show, 7 p.m. This is where we're gonna break down the games properly. Let me go to Zod to close off. Zod.
Wait, Tito. How are you, OT?
Oh, they've got a point away.
No, I'm quiet. Let's move to the footballing aspects of the game. Let's leave politics. So I hear they're complaining, saying when they're not playing with Babaka Pamuza, they lose. Then what? Is it not the coach's job to find an alternative here? We are not there. Let's leave that one. No, here they must blame themselves. They kill themselves. There's no rotation. I don't know. All these excuses they are coming with, debt, whatever. The team was okay. The team was perfect. You had opportunities and chances which they missed themselves. They killed themselves. They must go fix themselves. There was nothing wrong with this team. No Wabaka Pamuza was needed today. Everything was just all right. They killed themselves in terms of not taking the opportunities. I think they were too relaxed, or they thought, no, the opportunities will come, but it didn't come. I think it was just a thing of themselves here in this game.
So then, Zod, tell me, why did the first half look different to the second half? Because in the first half, we looked at this team, this Stade Abidjan team, and we said, "Aye, how about tomorrow?" In the second half, they looked a lot more solid.
Welcome to CAF. Welcome to CAF OT. This is not MTN 8. This is not these cups they play for. This is CAF. Like I said, OT, you're going to have to choose one. Pirates dominated, but we don't remember the domination at the end of the day. We look at the results. The team, okay, they saw we are not good. We are not as good where we are going to play pound to pound with Orlando Pirates. We are going to relax, sit back, and absorb the pressure, which is what they did. And Orlando Pirates didn't punish them. Second half, they gained confidence because they saw that also the weather played a very a very big impact in the game in terms of these guys, they're not used to the heat. You saw Makaula he was finished in the second half, where now the midfield was so open. That's when the team started to gain more confidence. Like I said with Ahly, OT, they are not the biggest team in Africa because they are good. Those guys, they are not good, but they have mastered the CAF Champions League. This is CAF Champions League. It's not the league where you say, oh, you played good. You have to take your opportunities, which is what Pirates didn't do. No, there's no excuse which they can come with rotation. Yes, they have very good players. I think the depth which they have right now, it's good enough for now, which is something they can work with for now. So I think they killed themselves. Very good game. We move, man.
Okay, no, so thank you, guys. We're gonna be back tomorrow watching Mamelodi Sundowns. Then we're gonna be here Monday watching Kaizer Chiefs. But then, okay, here's the thing. Tuesday, then we'll break down all of the games and speak about exactly what's happening and analyze it properly that way. This is what I'm gonna say. You know when they say a team is playing the occasion and not the game? I think Pirates got into that mode. And even when we spoke about the domination, I spoke to you guys that even the possession wasn't that far different in the first half. As much as we said at Pirates, it was theirs to take. They weren't creating clear-cut chances. Abu Mahupa missed a couple, I know. But it's like, I don't know if Pirates knows how to create chances anymore. And are we going back to that Pirates that if the game doesn't warrant their attention, right? If the game doesn't warrant them wanting to play and arrive and it's Ahly and when you're playing Stade Bijan and you can't bring yourself into the game, you can't complete passes, you're playing very casually, your players, man, Abo Talente were not in this game, Abonkota were not in this game. A lot of the players, man, were just there. It's almost like they were just honoring the fixture. CAF will teach you lessons. And the biggest lesson about CAF football is, if you don't take your chances, you'll be punished. But it's not always the beautiful football that wins. It's not always the dominant one that wins. It's not always the one that was making mistakes in the final third when they were trying to play the ball that wins. In CAF, this game could easily have been a loss for Pirates. CAF football. Where you look at a team like Stade Bijan in the first half and you say, how about Tumona? They're not there. The defense was shaky. There was no midfield. They were committing 5 players. Those 5 players are not getting the ball. They don't know what to do. But you know what happens? 1 point stayed in Ivory Coast right now. African football. So I think Pirates is going to have to learn as well that mentality is very, very important in these games. You have to come out. And if you can punch somebody in the mouth, Ahly beat these guys 4-2. If you can punch somebody in the mouth and they give you openings, you have to take them. Because if you don't, this is what happens. You can ask all of the South African teams in all of the years that have gone into CAF. There's only been 2 that have won. And those 2 won in a very specific way. The others have come there and looked beautiful. And it's meant nothing towards the end of the game. So Pirates really needs to wake up. Mahopa, Nkota, Mfukeng. I think it's time for a change there. I think it's time to switch up that tactic that they're using there. Omahopa, it's no use having a big, tall striker who can play target man, who can be physical with the defense. Mara is physical as 18. And Mara is 18, he can't trap, he can't pass. He's not effective. Think about the shots that Hoto got where he curled it. It was literally, bam, got the ball, give it to my target man, he passes it back, I take a shot. There was a space, there was a hole in front of that Stade Bijan defense that Paris did not want to take. We have Mfukeng. Guys, we love Mfukeng. Mfukeng is one of the stars of the future. He's not a 10. Not yet. He cannot shoulder the burden of having to marshal the midfield because Mbata didn't show up. Makaula is more defensive. He's not going to show up when you need him to show up there. So Mfukeng taking the Tito role, he is not ready. And he will disappear in games. That's what he's always done. on the wing. It's just that we didn't care. So Pirates really needs to look at their midfield. I would love to see Tim come in, Shem. I would love to see Tim get some minutes. I don't know why Tim is not getting minutes, because I think he would be some of the change, the leadership that you need in that middle to allow Mfukeng to be the youngster that is coming up, instead of being the youngster that has to play 10 when Utito angeko, knowing how important Tito is, both attack and in controlling the tempo of the game. I don't think Mfukeng has that right now. And then Uhoto, guys, Mara Uhoto, this free role, they're popping up on the right and popping up on the left. When he's on the right-hand side, they're suffocating Ukota. When he's on the other side, you wonder what Marco's job is, because Marco was also getting into trouble. Then in the end, he has to take him back. I don't know, guys. I don't know about the tactics that have been used in the past few games, but it is what it is. Orlando Pirates is number one by virtue of that one win they got versus CR Peluistad. The 2 draws give them 5 points, so it's still not ring the alarm times. We don't need to be so loud about it right now. But we'll see where Pirates goes with this group stages. Stade Bijan wasn't in this game. They should have been killed. But anyway, guys, I'll see you then tomorrow for the Sundowns game. My thoughts in full will be out in about an hour and a half, so look out for that on my YouTube. Please support us on those platforms. I know you guys were shy today. You didn't want to jump in and speak to me, but it's okay. Hopefully tomorrow, Masandawana, with your debuting coach, Mikel Caruso, you'll be able to jump in and tell me a little bit of something. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you then tomorrow for the game. Please, guys, share, comment, contribute, send gifts. Thank you to Lulu, Sipo, Papa Khosi, EJ, and Dala William, Momo, Kodani Mda, who sent 100 in, Ausin Tabi. Thank you so much for the gifts on that side. You guys have no idea what this means. Guys, tomorrow, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana Style. Let's see what they have for us. Bye, everyone.